Om. Om. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om everybody. Welcome to today's session with Swamiji. We are continuing with chapter 10. Swamiji is continuing with chapter 10. So Bhavana, if you are all set, we can start today's class.
Yes.
Om Satchidananda-rupaya Vishwotpattyadi-hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Yontah Pravishya Mamavachamimam Prasuptam Sanjeevayatya Kila Shakti Dharaswadhamna Anyanscha Hastacharana-shravanatvagadin Pranam Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam Pranam Namo Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. Hari Om. In the last class, we saw questions posed by Arjuna as he was very curious and interested to know because Bhagavan Krishna explained the yoga and vibhuti. So, keshu keshu cha bhaveshu. In what are all those objects and beings where you can be recognized very clearly? So, I just wanted to know your glories. So, you please tell me without any reserve, without any hiding anything, without any swallowing something. No, don't keep it anything secret. Just explain to me all your glories so that I can contemplate and meditate upon you. Vistarena, Atmano Yogam Vibhutim cha Janardana. And why? Bhuyak Kataya, again you tell me, though you mentioned in earlier chapters, touched upon your glory. But I would like to hear again, because there is no trupti, contentment in me. I would like to listen more and more about your glories. So therefore, Srunvato nasti me amrutam. And that the nectar-like speech that you are rendering, and I cannot keep quiet without asking you, because I am not contented. That is the, what you call, beauty. Now, so Bhagavan answers from 19th verse. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Antate Katayishyame Divyahyatma Vibhutayah Pradhanyatah Kuru Sreshta Nastyanto Vistarasya Me. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Antate Katayishyame Divyahyatma Vibhutayah Pradhanyatah Kuru Sreshta Nastyanto Vistarasya Me. Anta means alas. Alas. Hanta, alas. Hanta Shabda is used here as harsha, joy. Hanta is also used in a pitiable sense. What? Oh, hi, very sorry. That kind of a thing. But Hanta here is used in the sense of harsha, the joy. So Bhagavan Krishna, like somebody asked some important question to you. Then you say, you asked me at last. That's great. That kind of a feeling, that joy. Because loving sympathy is there towards Arjuna. So that kind of a expression is called Hanta here. Hanta. And the alas, Arjuna, te kathayishyami. Divya Atma Vibhutaya, all my divine glories, I shall now declare them to you. My glories. And in what sense? Pradhanyataha. Only the very, very prominent, conspicuous, crystal clear, where you can notice. Those spots I will tell you. You cannot miss them. You can't miss those spots, those expressions or those manifestations. So pradhanyatha, very prominent things which I will explain to you. Hey Kuru Sreshta, best of the Kurus. And na asti, there is no end for my glories. Nastyanto vistar. There is no end of my glories. I am infinite. Infinite is my this. So infinite glories I have. So therefore he said, I have my glories never end. See, never end. Na astyanto vistarasya me. There is no end for my expansion. There is no end for my glories in detail. See. So there are two important points to notice. First of all, this Paramatma, Supreme, is very, very important, who is residing in all of us, in all the beings. Without him, nothing can happen, nothing can express, nothing can sustain. So that core, Supreme Being is very important. Because the next verse, Bhagavan Krishna explains that, number one. Number two is, the total creation, in terms of its mutual relationships, connectivity, interconnectivity, each trying to, balance the other in the creation. And all this has to be maintained by the Lord. There should be a balance of all kinds of forces, like centripetal and centrifugal forces. One is acting at the center, other is acting at circumference. The push and pull. This has to be balanced, and this is done only by Lord. Nobody else. Nobody else can do it. And another important point is, Bhagavan Krishna admitted that it is not possible for me to talk about my glories. So what will I do? I will only give you, explain only those things, very, very prominent, important things. That I'll explain to you. So the Upakrama, Upasamhara. Upakrama Samhara, when you see the first thought and what is the end thought of these vibhutis. Around 71 vibhutis are mentioned here by Bhagavan Krishna. 71 vibhutis, glories. And the first and foremost thing Bhagavan speaks in the verse 20th is Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarvabhutashayastitaha Ahamadhischa Madhyam cha Bhutanamanta eva cha Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarvabhutashayastitaha Ahamadhischa Madhyam cha Bhutanam anta eva cha. The first glory, first of all, my vibhuti is you don't have to search. I exist in every heart. I am the self present in every being, residing in the heart. This is the beginning. And in the end, he says, I am supporting the whole creation with the part of my being. Ekamshena sthito jagat. That we will see in the end. So now first, and what is the glory? The glory is Paramatma residing in every being, in the heart of every being. Aham Atma e Gudakesh. I am the self in every being, the core. That is the first manifestation as what? Shuddha Aham. In every one of us, there is Aham. Not the ego I, the pure I. Without which the ego cannot exist. Ego is a shadow. Without the original, where can be the reflection? Therefore, Aham Atma, hey Gudakesha. Gudaka Isha. Gudaka means sleep. Isha, the Lord. So Arjuna has got Gudakesha. Gudakesha means one who has mastered the sleep. In day and night, he used to practice archery alone. When all Pandavas and Kauravas used to sleep, when they were together as children, trained under Dronacharya ji, Arjuna used to whole night he used to practice Shabdaberi and Andhakarmesh in the pitch darkness, creating the sounds and then hitting the targets. So Dronacharya was very happy about the sincerity of the student. And in Mahabharata also, one day, one of the days in 18th day, the war continued whole night. And Arjuna was very alert throughout the day because he conquered the sleep. That is one meaning, correct meaning. Second meaning is, Godaka means tamo guna. Sleep is tamo guna, no? Isha means what? One who has conquered, meaning he is very sattvic, meaning he is always sajag, awake and alert. Since Arjuna is always awake and alert in the war, nobody could beat him. Tremendous sense of awareness and is awake, always present. So Bhagavan Krishna says, Godakesha, Aham Atma, I am Sarvabhutashaya Sthitaha, is seated in the heart of all beings. Oh Godakesha, means what? Since you are very alert, awake always, recognize. Hey, Godakesha means what? Oh my dear, oh Pahalwan, can't you lift this bucket of water? Oh Pahalwan, make this object move from this place to that place. When I address him, Pahalwan means what? You are capable of doing it. Please do it. That's the meaning. So when Godakesha, Bhagavan Krishna is addressing, he is indirectly telling Arjuna, you have mastered the sleep, you mastered Tamoguna, you are always sattvic, you are always awake. Now awake yourself to your own in the heart, to awake to my presence. I am seated in all hearts of all beings. Sarvabhuta stitaha, including your enemies. Sarvabhuta, not that only enemy, no, including your enemies, I am seated and supporting them. Then aham adischa madhyamcha bhutanam antayevacha. And I am the beginning, the middle, and also end of all beings. Yasmin sarvani, what do you call? Yato va yamani bhuta nijayante ena jata nijivanti yat prayanti abhisham vishanti tad vijijnasasva, that from which all beings have come, that in which all beings exist, that unto which all beings merge. So I am the beginning, I am the middle, and I am the end of all beings. Think. I am so vast. I am the supporter of everything. Therefore, this is the where in every pratibodha viditam matam. Where is the Paramatma in your own mind? Existing as what? Consciousness. Where behind every thought is there. Because thought can exist only when there is consciousness. So, pratibodha viditam matam. In every bodha, in every experience that is thought, the Paramatma is hidden, a substratum, support. Therefore, sarvabhutashaya sthitaha. So, I am that glory. So, you first of all know me present in your own heart. As self. That's the glory. Then he comes, 21st verse. He explains, enumerates many glories. This will go on up to 38, 39 verse. Adityanam aham Vishnuho Jyotisham Raviram Shuman Marichir Marutam Asmi Nakshatranam aham Shashi Adityanam aham Vishnuho Jyotisham Raviram Shuman Marichir Marutam Asmi Nakshatranam aham Shashi. First one, Adityanam aham Vishnuho. Vishnuho. Aditi and Diti are the two wives of Kashyapa Maharishi. They are the ones whose Prajapati. Kashyapa Prajapati married Aditi and Diti, and their children. Kashyapa only first the creator, Prajapati. So through Aditi, Adityas are born. And through Diti, Daityas are born. And there is always a fight between the sons of Adityas and sons of Daityas. Danavas and Devas. Adityas. And there are 12 of them. 12 Adityas. So how many months in a year? 12 months. So every month, Aditya, the sun, has his own special expression for that month. He is not same. Even the rising arc also is different. East, it goes like this. The travel path of the sun. Plus, every month the radiance is different. And some months is very extraordinarily hot, like May and June. And some months is pleasant. Some months you would like to just sit, especially in February, when the sunrise comes and everybody wants to sit in the sun. Very pleasant, very beautiful experience. Now we are in April, so it is different. And May, it will still peak. So, for these 12 months expressions of sun, there are 12 deities. He only named 12 deities, presiding deities over these functions every month. They are called Dvadasha Adityas. And the last one is Vishnu. Last one is Vishnu is born to Aditi as the last son who became, who the sent Bali to Patala. So therefore, who are 12 Adityas? They are very beautiful thing. So, Adityas are Dhata, Mitra, Aryama, Shukra, Varuna, Amsha, Bhaga, Vivaswanta, Pusha, Savita, Tvashta, Vishnu. 12 names of Adityas. Vishnu is the last one. And Bhagavan Vishnu only went and sent Bali. Why? Bali representing whom? Ahankara. What is Ahankara? When Aham is associated with every activity and with every sacrifice that we do, is saying, I have done, I have done, I have done, I have done, I have done. It is called Bali. Bali Chakravarti. Bali means what? Sacrifice. To be sacrificed. Who is a Bali in us? In all of us, we have that. I have done, I have done, I have done, I have done. So Aham associated with all the sacrifices as I have done. A great. So therefore, this Bhagavan, 12 Adityas are there, and among the Adityas, I am the Vishnu, prominent. Others are all there, but not so prominent. In the sense, their functions are in the inner side. But this man, Vishnu Bhagavan, his glory is known to the world. So, Adityanam Aham Vishnu. Jyotisham Ravihi Amshuman. And among the luminaries, there are many luminaries are there. Stars are there. All stars are luminaries only. In fact, the earth also is glowing. Every planet also is glowing. But all the luminaries, you may see the distant star, but you don't feel that much. The beauty is different. Poetry is different. But the brilliance and light, tejas, is seen only in our sun. So when you see the sun, oh my God, such a brilliant light, brilliant radiance, he is the one supplying power to the whole planet. So solar panel to attract the light of the sun. He is everything, he is energy giver directly to our system. So when I see sun, I am reminded of that Paramatma. Therefore we say Prachaksha Narayana. Surya Bhagavan is what? Prachaksha Narayana. He is a Narayana is there. He is a Jyoti Rupa. His body is of the nature of light. Like our body is Parthiva Sharira, made up of mud. But there, himself is radiant. His body is made up of light. Jyoti. Jyoti Swarupa. He is the nature of that light. So therefore he is among the luminaries, I am that radiant sun, blazing sun, shining sun I am. And is very clear. Therefore, in our, we are ignoring the presence of divinity who is actually giving us darshan all the time in the sky in the form of sun. So divinity only. There is no other doubt. Why doubt? Everything is Brahman alone. I'm able to see that. The Surya Upasana is given. Namaskar to Surya. So, you see the Surya, you can remember me. My Vibhuti it is. Prominent. For our experience. There may be brightest star than ours, but maybe there are so many stars brighter than this. Thousands and lakhs and millions of times more brighter than our sun. But they're not visible, no? We can't see that glory. Here, this glory is seen. Okay. Marichir marutam asmi. I am Marichi among the maruts. There are actually 7 into 7, 49 wind gods are there. They're all Maruda story also is there. Indra comes and then, yeah. So he divides them into 49. So 49 wind gods. Don't cry, but he's Marut. These Marut Ganas are in charge for Vayu, all kinds of breezes. They are under control. So, for each type of breeze, there is one specific Devata is in charge. Cyclonic winds, one Devata, one Marudgana. And there are Vayu, movement of Vayu. Vayu Gati, movement of Vayu within our body, like belching. So in all these Vayus, that which we actually go through, they're all, so many of them. And so this is the, Marichi is the chief, the common strength behind all these Marudganas. Marichi is the prominent. So among these Marut Ganas who are in charge for winds and breeze, that please understand one principle, very important. See, I said this point many times. Matter cannot, first of all, exist without the support of spirit, and matter cannot move or function without it being presided by an intelligent being. Now this body is there. Body is the matter. But body is talking, winking, moving, nodding. My hands are working, legs are working, everything, body is moving. Made up of mud. Why? This matter on its own cannot move unless it is presided by me, the conscious entity, the principle. So because of that, the matter, the dead matter, actually dead matter, only matter is dead in the sense, it has not got any life of its own, consciousness of its own. So I am inside the body and I am making all these movements. So I am presiding over this matter, piece of matter. Therefore, this piece of matter is working. Similarly, in the cosmos, every graha has got graha devata. Every vanam has got forest devata. Every mountain is presided by a spirit. Every nadi is presided by a spirit, nadi devata. Sagara, the ocean is presided by Sagara, the spirit. So wind is also presided by wind gods. Clouds are also presided by some Adhisthana, the devatas are they working there. Where to rain, how much to rain, the clouds move and they rain. They form, they rain. It's all activity. It's not mechanical. There is a consciousness behind everything. Devatas are there, presiding over them. So these devatas are also presiding over the various types of winds, types of breeze, many types. So therefore, Marichihi Marutam Asmi. So I am the Marichi among the Marudganas or these wind gods. See, no belching. There's a presiding deity for in charge for that. Yawning. Another. If I yawn, the wind is functioning. This somebody is there. The matter cannot work on its own. That's how the every cell is presided by consciousness. Every cell has its own intelligence. And every cell can dead. And dead cell cannot function. Nakshratranam aham shashi. Among the stars, I am the moon. You know, the star Chandrama is, every Rashi is linked to every nakshatra, 27 stars and all that, mainly. But actually, when we see the stars are twinkling. Among the twinkling stars, when you see the moon, you will you will remember the Paramatma, so beautiful, especially full moon. Stars may not be visible in full moon. At distance where may be visible, the sky is clear, no pollution. There's a beauty in it. Immediately around the moon, full moon, star may not be visible because of the radiance of the moon. But I can see the beauty of the moon and remind myself the Supreme Lord. Expression. Very clearly, conspicuously is noticed. Therefore, this is me. The Chandrama among that nakshatras is me. Okay. Then again, Bhagavan continues. 22nd verse. Vedanam samavedosmi devanamasmi vasavaha indriyanam manaschasmi bhutanam asmi chetana. Vedanam samavedosmi devanamasmi vasavaha indriyanam manaschasmi bhutanamasmi chetana. Yes. Now again says, Vedanam samavedosmi. Among the Vedas, Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, Atharvana Veda, Rug, Yajur, Sama, Atharvana. I am Samavedaha. See, in every Veda we have only 3 swaras, Rigveda, Yajurveda, oh no, the Swarita, Anuswaras, all that. Dirghaswara, 3 or 4. But in Samaveda we can find all. And listening to Sama is some kind of beautiful Samaveda. When you listen, it makes you so pleasant and it heals also. Samaveda has its own power, special powers. When Pandits, especially a group of Pandits, are singing, and the whole Chandogya Upanishad is Samaveda glorified there. 8 chapters we have in Chandogya. So Samaveda Pandits, if they come and chant about 5-10, we had many times in the little for some time Samaveda chanting also in our ashram here. And it's so beautiful. Therefore, I am the Samaveda. I am there in Rigveda. I am there in Yajurveda. I am there in Atharvana Veda. Without me, no Veda. Vedas have come from me. I am the author of Vedas. Bhagavan says earlier in Geeta only. So, Vedanam Samavedosmi. Devanam Asmi Vasavaha. Among the gods, I am the Indra. Indra. Vasavaha Indra. Indra is chief of all the gods. How many gods are there? We have said 33 crores. 33 crores means 33 main departments under whom all crores and crores and crores of gods are working. If you take one country, only represented by Prime Minister, our country. In some countries, President is superior. Okay. But he is represented by that person. The whole country represented by person, one that person. Similarly, each devata has got hosts of other demigods and the other gods under them. But among all these gods, infinite number of gods, 33 crores gods, which crore means section, a huge number. Indra is also there among the gods. He is the chief, and the Krishna says, I am the Indra among the gods. How many gods? 12 Adityas, number 1. Ekadasha Rudras, so 12 plus 11, 23. Astavashus, 31. Indra and Prajapati, 32 and 33. 33 gods. So Dvadasha Adityas, Ekadasha Rudras, so 12 plus 11, 23. Astavashus, 31. And 2, that is Indra and Prajapati. In some place they say Ashwini Kumaras are 2. Indra Prajapati, because all of them receive ahutis. Ahuti means what? It's a mystical way. We spoke about these things many times in our ashram here. It is not that you are just lighting the fire and it's a total procedure. Sound, it's a big subject it is actually. Ahuti, first of all, in 1992 or 93, the Times magazine, Times Week, the Times of India, I think. India Today, some magazine. They did research. They went to Kerala and then the Homa is being performed. So the effect of the Homa smoke on the environment. And they said amazing results. It is pure, because such a Homa with a pure, the dravya, material is pure. Particular trees are offered, particular dravyas are offered. Purity of that material matters, number 1. Including twigs and the samitha, what we offer from which tree. That is one thing. That is pure material. Then mantras, sound. The sound has its own effect, positive and negative. There are negative sounds, there are positive sounds. And sound has capacity to change the form. Sound has capacity to change the form. A huge blast bomb. It's a sound. Your ears can go off. Limbs can be cut. But a blast is sound only, no? It's not fire. It's a sound. There the smoke might come, but then just huge sound it is, blast. And such a sound is released, a destructive sound. That sound can make the form go out of shape. So, in the universe, the sound can be used to make any form to go out of shape. There must exist in the universe that kind of some sound which can construct and protect the form. It has to, because creation is pairs of dualities. When dualities are created, dvandva, plus and minus, opposite, good and bad, short and low and high, tall and short, opposites. They are very much there in the creation. So there are certain mantras, shabdas, they mastered. In earlier yuga, there's the mantra yuga. And through mantra, they achieved anything, whatever they wanted. Through sadhana. So that mantra, number one. Then ahuti, material that which you fire, put in the fire, Agni. Agni is the agent again. Agni is the energy which is always all pervading in a different form. The current also, electricity is also another form of fire. Heat is another form of fire. So there is a heat radiation everywhere there in the universe. So if Agni is called Jata Veda, all pervading, all present. In that Agni, when we do offering ahutis. So those ahutis, I direct them. I chant the mantra and I offer this particular, and this Agni will transform that and support that particular intelligence who is working for the benefit of humanity and also creation. We are also we are the shareholders of that, the punya and then work that they do, timely rains, timely seasons, timely winds and breeze, timely temperatures. All the things, it's all not matter. It's intelligence working everywhere. So these ahutis, when we offer, this becomes converted into special material which will actually support it facilitates the Devata intelligences to in turn to bless us. Devan bhavayata, te deva bhavayantuvaha. Ecology is maintained. When ecology is maintained, so timely rains will come and we prosper because of timely rains, etc. Healthy rains, good water, good rain, good cultivation, and earth is beautiful, plenty of trees and forests. So pollution is not there. So many factors. It's all whole thing is a one unit. So mantra, dravya, agni, see beauty, and the purity of the priest or Yajaman, both. Intention. And the sankalpa for which it is being done. And the procedure itself which is given by the Vedas and Rishis. So Devatas receive ahutis, supporting. We support them. We give them certain food. That's energizing them. One form of energy, and that facilitates them to work again. Mysterious settings, it can adjust certain matter levels and layers, etc. in the creation, which will facilitate that particular intelligence to function properly. Therefore, these all devatas, 33 of crores of them devatas, those they receive ahutis. Navagrahas receive ahutis. All the devatas receive ahutis. Therefore, this, among the gods, I am Indra, chief, prominent. Devatadipati. Devadipati. Indriyanam manaschasmi. Among the Indriyas, I am the mind. Why? Mind is called common sense. It's a coordinator, collaborator. The data received from all 5 sense organs codifies, cooperates, coordinates, takes out a meaning of it, submits to Buddhi. Buddhi refers its past experience and suggests what is to be done right now, that moment, and then mind receives it, and then mind executes it. This is the mind. So mind is the collector of all the senses, sense perception through all 5 sense organs. Common. And having collected all that in common, then mind functions. So who is the king among the Indriyas? My mind is the Indriya. Common sense it is called. Because it is where all the received signals are processed, made a meaning out of it, and submitted to Buddhi for action. Buddhi refers its old files and earlier experience and suggests the mind what to do, and the mind executes. All will happen in microseconds. I don't know what you call microsecond or milliseconds, or I don't know what you say. Such as so fast it is. Like, the time taken between two frames in a film. They say 16 frames per second. Per second, 16 frames. Imagine. Pixel size or movie movement. 16 frames per second. So second itself is so small. But divide them into 16 further. So the entire mind is one fast, very quickly processing everything. Like, for example, you see the driving, what we do driving. So in driving, Jnanendriyas are, eyes are seeing, ears are functioning. Of course, nose you are breathing, and any smell is coming, some fire smell or some burning smell, you are alerted. And touch also is functioning. If you don't feel the sense of touch, the brake and accelerator and clutch with your legs, how can you drive? So Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, you may be enjoying something. Gandha, of course, smell. Meaning, in the driving, plus legs and hands, all are working in a great, what you call coordination. And a mind is collecting all the data, submitting intellect gives, and abhi break dalo, okay, take right turn. Okay, how much it's done? So, ho raha hai, automatically ho raha hai. But so much of work is going on behind. Therefore, mind is the Indriyanam. Bhagavan says, I am the mind among the senses. Bhutanam asmi chetana. Chetana means, intelligence, not consciousness alone. Because there are, see, the Sat is pure existence, pure consciousness, and Ananda Sarupa. That Sat, pure existence, consciousness, and bliss, expressing in the intellect as Chetana, as intelligence. So, as a Chetana, as a consciousness, as intelligence in the Buddhi. So, that intelligence is seen in a small insect also. Ants' intelligence, it's a big study. Intelligence of the rat, how they work. So, intelligence of every animal, intelligence of birds, every animal you take, any animal you take, even the intelligence of the small cells in our body, that's called Chetana. Sentiency, Chetana, Buddhi or intelligence. In other beings, it is all planted, managed by the Lord, programmed. In the case of human beings, it is generally given and we are given freedom to use it. We are not given intelligence and controlled by Ishvara and programmed. That intelligence is not programmed in us. The intelligence is open. You can decide whatever you want. But in the case of other animals, intelligence is programmed. So any bird will come, they construct their nest in the same way. No improvement, no improvisation, no discussions, no architecture. But there is intelligence, spider. How it just brings its own web from itself and again takes it back again. Weaving. Such an architecture, you can call it an architecture, beauty, aesthetic sense, durability of the net, spider web, the design. Weaving is a great thing. Videos are available in YouTube. So there is some Chetana, somewhat, there is not some, there is Chetana everywhere. The Chetana is me. So, Bhutanam-asmi Chetana. Now, next verse we will take up next Saturday. We don't have much time today to, 10 minutes is left, 10, 12 minutes. So we can go slowly. From 23rd verse, we will start in the next class, next Saturday. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunad Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining today. Those who are attending our Vedanta study group, we are studying Bhagavad Gita, the same Bhagavad Gita, the same text in the same format, but it's a self-study. That is Sunday, every Sunday, 10 to 11. Please join tomorrow. If you are already joining, look forward to see you. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.